Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Where today, as you can see, we've got as you can see, we have yeah, I messed that up incredibly. Yeah, I messed that up. Well, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with probably the worst DerpsCraft. Another episode of DerpsCraft with probably the worst intro ever. But as you can see, we've gotten a weird structure in the sky, and well, this weird structure is what we're going to be working on today, and it is going to be our base. Yeah, you heard me right. It's going to be our base. Well, the name of our base is going to be Vanür, spelt like that, because, well, why not spell it like that, huh? The name Vanür is actually derived from Tamil, and it means it's like Van plus Ur, Van meaning sky and Ur meaning city. Vanür means city of the sky. And yeah, as you could have guessed, we're going to be building a city in the sky. It's going to be an island in the sky, but this one's going to be the palace on the island. And since this is the biggest build on the island, I thought we might as well start by building it. Yeah, I know what you guys are wondering. This is not Vanür. What on earth is this time lapse? This is not what I was promised. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Well, I thought we'd do a little bit of work on the battle for Dreamscape as well. If you don't know what that is, go and check out the last episode where I announced our first mega project. But I realized that this mountain was in the way of Dreamscape, so it had to go. Yeah. You know, it's just my normal daily routine right now. You know, drink some juice, have breakfast, and then take down mountains. Yeah, that's what I do these days. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about the series, a new series that's gonna be on my channel pretty soon. I've already recorded a little bit, but I need to edit it, and it's an SMP with a bunch of other YouTubers, so I'm really excited for it. But as you might have guessed, this video that you're watching right now has taken several days, in fact several weeks to make, because just the last time lapse took almost a week to make. So if you are enjoying it, please do leave a thumbs up, because it took me a really long time to make it, and share the video as well while you're at it, will you? Well, either way, enjoy the time lapse. The next part of the video involves me building something, but the thing is, I cannot build this just like that in survival, because it's a little bit of a difficult build. Essentially, in a dream of mine, my great grandfather's place, that is the place where my grandfather grew up, appeared, and that is one of the builds that will be here, slightly modified, because in the dream it was slightly modified. But the thing is, I've got to build this house, which is a classic village house that you'd see in a lot of places. But the only issue is that I have very few pictures, but you know there's always one guy who keeps like noting down everything wherever he goes. Yeah, I'm that guy. So I have like 5 pages vividly describing everything that was in this house. Okay, so now this makes me really happy. So look at this. Okay, this is white terracotta, and look at this picture of the original wall of that house. Like, it's almost the same color. That's amazing. Oh my god, that just makes me so happy. It's a really difficult decision, because I don't like this weird edge that this has, but this might resemble... I think we might have to go with this, because I think it resembles the original terracotta roof that I was talking about better. I feel like the inside had purple walls. I feel like this color sort of resembles that. I am not 100% sure. I don't remember exactly how the place was, but I think this might be the color that the walls were. If you look at the doors, they look very similar to acacia doors. So I think we're gonna have to... you can't place... Okay, let's do that then. I feel like this place had yellow walls, this room, but I might be incredibly wrong on that. Yeah, it looks a little bit more like a fan now. Yes, low hanging fans. This is pretty much exactly as high as the fans would be. So if I jumped, I'd get my head cut off. I'm doing this all from memory, by the way. There's not a lot of description about the interior of the house. The backyard is where I spent most of the time writing a description about. So the backyard will perhaps be the most accurate part of this entire build. You know what? I have this sort of crazy idea right now. It's not that crazy, but it might work. Give me a second.
ஹலோ
ஹலோ
நான் அன்ஷுல் பேசுகிறேன்.
அன்சுலா என்னடா புதுமையா?
இல்லை, ஒரு இது கேட்கணுன்னு ஃபோன் பண்ணேன்.
என்னது?
அதாவது சமயபுரம் வீடுல அதில் நம்ம எல்லோரும் உட்காந்து சாப்பிட்டோமே ஒரு ரூமில்.
ஆமா.
அந்த ரூமோடைய செவுத்து கலர் என்ன?
Well, looks like I was wrong after all. It was green, not yellow. Good thing I checked. Well, I just got a mail from my grandfather and he sent me like 31 pictures of the house, all the pictures he had. And looking at this front part, it's incredibly confusing. It looks as though this part is this color, but this part is this color, and this part is yellow in color. This roof also comes only till the part where we're gonna put lavender, and then after that there's a yellow wall and there is a metal sheet roof. I think we're gonna go with this. I remember there being refrigerators here, so let's just make the most classic refrigerator in Minecraft, the one that almost any Minecraft player would have built at some point in their life. It's this one. It was actually a metal frame bed thing, but we don't have anything like that in Minecraft, which means we're gonna have to do with putting green carpet on top of scaffolding, which is actually pretty accurate. And looking at this, it actually feels like I am there, which is amazing. Yes, I think it's coming along pretty well. Once this is done, it might actually be amazing, because right now it actually reminds me of the actual place, which is incredible. I think I'm actually doing a good job. And I said actually like 100 times in that sentence. Actually, I have come to the profound realization that we need to move this up a block, because this step down thing doesn't actually happen. So I have come to the realization that this whole wall thing isn't green at all, because my grandfather found some pictures and he sent them to me, and they're actually lavender on the bottom and yellow on the top. Well, this is like the shelf that I saw in the picture. Let's put a sink here, so we can just get a hopper and a tripwire hook. It's one of the most basic interior design things you will ever see. Well, I have been getting a little bit of progress done. As you can see, I've brought the roof across the whole way. It looks a little weird, but I mean, I was expecting that. From the inside, it's not that bad. Over here, we've added this room. One thing I do remember very vividly is a tree that was here that appeared to have been cut several times. And the way I made that out was because the bark was thicker in some parts and there was no bark in some parts. Yeah, this looks half decent. Okay, so we're gonna have to mark out this whole thing. We have to make a low wall. I remember this very well. Essentially, they had this low wall just going all around the house, and they shared this wall with the next house, and basically it's only this high, so the turkeys and chickens and geese from the other house could wander on here if they wanted to. Alright, so I got the outer wall in place, and I think it looks spectacular. The next part is this thing that I refer to as a loose brick pathway. Something like that. And the back is an open area, quite cold, quite well maintained. It is shady and cooler than the front. There are lemon trees, coconut trees, mardani trees, drumstick trees, curry leaf trees, custard apple trees, and neem trees. So basically a lot of trees. It's very, very thin with these clusters of pods. How do the trees look? Meet the moringa. Muraya Koenigai. Okay, it's a very blurry image, but we can sort of get an idea of how those things look. Again, thin box. That's so annoying. I don't want to see custard apples. I want to see the tree. Yes, again, incredibly thin. Finally, a big barked tree. Well, the next part is gonna be a little area over here, which actually I think we can just use stone slabs for that. So what this area is the place where the dishes are washed and all that. So I will add a tripwire hook as a tap. Have described it in my notes as a crudely dug out channel. So, and I remember how it looks. But the thing is, I did mention an intricately carved grindstone as one of the objects there, and I think I was almost considering using a custom map for that, but I realized how stupid that would be considering how much time that would take. So I think chiseled stone bricks are a good replacement for that. So I have done a little bit of interior work, not much. I have added lighting everywhere. They had pictures of deities over here, and I have these pictures instead because we don't have pictures of deities in Minecraft. And we have this stuff because I don't really remember. I don't think I even saw this room, so but I know there's a room here. So we have that stuff, and there was a calendar here, so we've got this, which sort of looks like a calendar, I guess. There's all this stuff that we've already seen. I added some of these crates. We also have these, all the small rooms where people are unlikely to look up. And we also have my attempt for a table fan over here. We do have this small row of sandstone things. Again, I saw a small yellow wall in the pictures my grandfather sent to me. A small detail that I have indeed mentioned is a small fire with coconut husks that was burning, and it had a metal pot of water that was kept for boiling on it. That just screams cauldron and campfire. Maybe we move this down a little bit, and yeah, you can see the husks burning, and you can also see the water boiling. I think this is pretty good. Well, I have gotten the first tree in place, and it's a coconut tree because coconut trees are relatively easier than the other ones because coconut trees are like the most common tree type in Minecraft. Well, the map's looking pretty cool, huh? I was gonna say this looks like a tropical place, but yeah, that's because of those things. And I did realize that this place does lie in the tropics. Well, I've been working on this, and I was very happy with well, this is the lemon tree, by the way, and I was very happy with having used the jungle leaves because it has these tiny little fruits, if you see. And back in the days, these were yellow. They were like bright yellow, but then they've toned them down so that the leaves can actually be used. But well, the yellowness would have been amazing for the lemon tree. I just wish we could have invisible item frames in Minecraft. Like, God, I'm gonna have to build one more of that. Well, we've gotten a second lemon tree in place, and I think they're growing on me. I know they look like a tree with a lot of golden eyes. Just yeah, they look a bit weird. But for what you can do in Minecraft, I think they look like amazing lemon trees. I mean, look at them side by side. The actual lemon tree and this lemon tree. I mean, can you tell the difference? Apart from the fact that one's in Minecraft and the other isn't? No, I can't. Well, I've been working on this neem tree and it looks pretty neemy. Well, at least a little bit. The thing is, the leaves are leaves have a lot of body to them, I guess. They're very bulky is what I'm trying to say. The bulky leaves are not exactly my favorite thing, but I think it is accurate and it still does look like a good tree. So I think we've nailed that. Well, I have finished this one and I also did the little curry leaf tree, which is looking pretty good. I am a little bit concerned though because there's a little issue, as in this all looks good in the plains biome, but in the mushroom island we have like incredibly vibrant grass, so grass and leaves. So essentially all of this is gonna be like ultra saturated green. Okay, so we got the moringa, or I'm just gonna call it moringa tree now, but either way, we got the drumstick tree in place, and I think it's looking okay for the. I was stuck on what we'd use for the drumsticks, and we're gonna have to go with the translucent ones again because these are the only things that sort of hang from the bottom of the plants, and they do have the same color and shape as a drumstick plant. So I guess that's what as drumsticks, not a drumstick plant, but I guess that's what we're gonna have to go with. I think that looks pretty okay. Well, I have gotten the custard apple tree in place, and as you can see, I've used the oak leaves because they are a lot bigger, and we have also made use of phantom membrane, which is probably the most expensive thing of all over here. I know this is gold, but there's a gold farm on the server. There is no phantom farm on the server though. But I mean, look at that. Phantom membranes and custard apples look so similar. So I guess we'd have to use them, right? Well, this is a pretty similar design, except it has smaller leaves because, well, the mehendi tree has smaller leaves, and mehendis used to do those patterns on people's hands and all, and they use, I believe, squashed mehendi beans, which beads or beans, whatever they're called, which also sort of look like that. So I have gotten this in place too. Well, I got the dirt in place, and as you can see, it's looking a lot better, I think, at least. And yeah, I'm loving it, except there's one last thing that I wanted to do before ending off today's video, and that is check the whole thing out. Check the whole thing out. Check the whole thing out with shaders. Yeah, so let's just look around. It definitely feels. I think the reason why this feels incredibly similar is because the last time I was here, it was actually closer to noon. So yeah, the shadows, everything, pretty much exactly the same as I saw it last time in real life. And I think it does actually look like the actual place, if I can indeed say that. Let's just check the whole thing out with shaders on, and yeah, it looks spectacular. It's a little bit hard to see through the trees like that, but yeah, the lemon trees, they're looking nice as well. We've got the little pathway down here. There's nothing much to it really except that, but let's look inside the house, shall we? Yeah, we've got this area. I'm pretty sure it's really dark on YouTube. Yes, we have this fan right here. We have some stuff over here, some cool looking stuff. And yeah, we have this shelf. As you can see, there's light coming off from the shelves as well. There is this wonderful room, and we have a little bit of shelves here. This is our kitchen area, and there is a restroom here. The interiors seem a little bit poorly lit, but that's only because we've gotten shaders on. But yes, look at this place. I am absolutely in love with this place. It feels almost like real life. If these were not blocky, I would probably mistake this for real life. That's how amazing it looks. Yeah, I'm blowing my own trumpet, aren't I? Well, I'm gonna send this video to my grandfather, and if he thinks that this place looks even similar to the place where he grew up, I think I'm gonna be incredibly happy. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.